Welcome to Talks and Sips. I am your host, Justice Neuros, aka J Fox, helping you get through your ebbs and flows of another sip-worthy week. And just like that, angrily, we have started the end of the first quarter of the year, and I'm thinking to myself, have I carpe diem or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. Existential crisis. Anyway, today we have an awesome human here with us today. So, what's your name?
Hello. Thank you for having me in this wonderful space. I'm Dolly Avenue.
Dolly, is that your name? Is that your like J-Fox name, or is that like your name?
That's hilarious. That is like a both. It's my birth name and a stage name.
Amazing. Yeah. I just read somewhere that someone's about to get married, and their future husband's last name is Slaughter.
Oh, no.
Oh, they love it. They're in the horror community.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so her name's going to be like, yeah, guys, I'm going to be Anna Slaughter.
Oh, my gosh. That's so cool. Honestly, I love names so it's going to be really funny to talk about, but one of my friends has like the perfect birth name. His name was Robert Sample growing up, right?
Oh.
And he's a producer. But what was funny...
A music producer.
Yeah. So Rob, if you're out there, I find it really strange that your name is Robert Sample, but you decided to go with Rob Lyrical.
Oh.
You could have just kept your name, bro.
What a crime. What are you doing, Rob Lyrical?
It's already natural. You already got the star quality. I had to change my last name.
Yeah, you had a whole... there's paperwork trail behind you.
Exactly.
You might as well have sanded your fingerprints off.
Yeah, the government's looking for me.
Of course. Is that a helicopter right now?
Oh, dude.
She's okay. Turn the cameras off. Okay, what you sipping?
I'm saying this, try to be correct. LaCroix.
LaCroix.
But I say LaCroix, honestly. Yeah, I usually go for a yerba mate to give me a little caffeine and tea. But no caffeine tonight, and I like myself some sparkling water.
I love it. You're being so good on a Sunday night.
Wow.
People would be so bad right now.
It is Sunday night. That's crazy.
I mean, on the first day of March, because this is coming out today on the first day of March. Guys, come on. We all have jobs. Get real. No. Okay, so it's LaCroix, but people pronounce it LaCroix.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I butchered it for people who know
I don't
pronunciation.
I had a friend once tell me that it tastes, that when they first had it, they're like, I've always wondered what static tastes like. Television
that is
static.
So good.
Yeah.
That's the perfect descriptor.
Isn't it?
You know, we have such good words for like descriptors. For instance, like I love the word salty. Like you're so salty right now. It's just like, it makes sense.
I love that salty. Yeah, because you think about it, when you have something with too much salt in it, you're like, ugh, and it makes your jaw like lock up, and it's terrible.
Such a good visual.
Yeah, but then you think of someone who's like hating on you, or, which I hope people, it's 2023, I hope people aren't hating on anyone.
We're adults now.
Right?
We're moving on.
Right? But if there is a situation that's like kind of cringy because someone is being, i.e. salty. Wow, look at all these terms. But I feel like we're probably outdated, right? Like there's better, cooler slang out there.
The Gen Zers are out against us. Are you millennial?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're both millennials. I've learned, unfortunately, to use slay a lot now. That's so slay.
Oh my God.
Or mid.
I did something very cringe the other day.
Okay, we're being cringe. What happened?
Work email to someone who doesn't know me like that.
Oh, no.
And then at the bottom, here are the notes for this podcast episode. You can find everything in the link here, blah, blah, blah. Another day, another sleigh, Jess.
Honestly, I cringed. No, that's so good.
I did it one time, and then I was like, never again.
Did they respond?
No.
Oh my God, it gets worse. They didn't respond.
No, I think they ended up sending me a Slack with the other producer, because it's two of us on a show.
Got it.
And he was like, here, guys, here's everything. It's bouncing now.
Yeah, let me just ignore that.
I mean, never, ever. I'm just going to pretend never happened.
You know, it's great because you run a podcast. Like, you're the embodiment of people who don't like to say their secondhand, like their embarrassment stories from years ago. So I love that you're just proudly sharing your cringe.
Oh, because we all go through it.
Oh, for sure.
Like
it's wonderful.
If you met someone, I'm sure you meet so many different type of people being in the music industry. Oh yeah, what do you do? She's in the music industry. But I'm sure like you've met people that have been so fake that you can just like, it smells. And you're like,
Yeah, for sure. You can, you attract what is similar to you, but unfortunately you can tell what's like not your vibe. And, it's a stereotype, but, it's a Hollywood entertainment sector, and people are social climbers. For sure. And you can recognize them, but you just stay away.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. So you've never had to like, you haven't had a awkward situation yet where you're like, I've got to maneuver this somehow.
Oh, for sure. You're always maneuvering. Every party, every social gathering, you just smile. But I'm a musician, so I have a different set of like, I guess media training is what you call it.
Oh, okay. Tell me. Teach
well,
us,
in a
teach
sense,
us.
like, you just have to be on at all times as like, I guess, a public facing job. And I'm sure even with your podcast and things like that, you just are like, okay, you're just neutral, not like politically or your morals or anything, but
Yeah, I'm not on here talking about like.
you're just staying
crazy
clear.
Stuff.
Yeah, you're just staying clear. And if you meet somebody that's a little, a little sus, you're just like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Not gonna take a picture with you because be coming out later, years later on the Twitter.
And it's so funny because Chris and I, studio manager fella, today he was like on his phone as I'm walking in, setting up, whatever, and he goes, they're coming after Jimmy Fallon again. And I'm like, whoa, what did Jimmy do?
Happened?
That's what I'm saying. And apparently it's something right. He said Jimmy Fallon did a skit way back when as Chris Rock, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'm like, wait, aren't they like Biffs? Aren't they all like really good friends?
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, they're both comedians,
Yeah,
right?
they're all like SNL community or whatever. Like, anyway, so I don't know. I don't know to what extent or how bad it is, but I mean, it's just hard because it's like, I work with some people that come from SNL, and
oh, wow.
yeah, because they're podcast hosts, and they always tell us the dirty laundry, and we're like,
gosh.
oh boy, like.
That's really good,
That's
right?
really, yeah, you're like, that's really good. But I'm like, man, is this something you cancel for today? Like, what's that line, right? What's the line in the sand today?
For sure. Yeah, it just, it's tricky. And that's the part about being a musician too is, I guess even when you're up and coming, you're just careful because with PR and press, like they can take anything out of context. If you're with somebody, they'll be like, that's your boyfriend. Who's that?
Is it true? Like, I don't know about you, but I do have this other friend. She's like a Brazilian pop star on, singer, rising.
Amazing.
Yeah, beautiful. It's so weird because we both were working. That's a whole other story that I really can't share, I think, because it could put her in trouble. But basically, we were working at this place that we thought was masked as something else kind of thing. And we're like, whoa, we were just getting paid and we didn't know. Anyway, and so basically now she's on the rise or whatever. There's a guy that she's like in love with who's like, her man, like there's no, it's
She's
not
cuffed.
it's a thing, and like a few of us know. And for a while there, you would see him on her Instagram kind of thing, but then he completely disappeared. And as her numbers and followership kept rising, he slowly disappeared. And we're like, did they break up? But then here and there, you'd see him like sprinkled in her stories, like
A little hand here, a little tattoo, a little leg.
Yes. And it's like, oh no, they're still together, but somebody's telling her that she's more sexy or more appealing or more whatever, more gettable, if you will, if she's not taken. Like, are you having to hear stuff like that on your side?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of perspectives, right? There's a privacy perspective because I've had situations where people would find where I live and they called my number and find out people that I care about, like even family.
Wow.
So on a privacy level, you kind of forget, even on your stories, right? You're like, oh, you think, like if you see a number like 1,000 or 2,000 viewers, you're just like, oh, that's just a number. But imagine 2,000 people in a room with you.
Oof.
Screenshotting every move you make and you don't know who they're sharing stuff with.
Yeah, I guess when you put it under that lens, you're like, that's sus.
It doesn't matter if you're big or small, right? It's like there's people watching. Privacy, and then there's obviously that like fandom fantasy between like the artist and them. They gotta dream a little bit longer about you. But I've heard, yeah, for sure, like really big artists like Bella Poarch. She's like a big TikToker, influencer, singer. And when they found out like she got divorced or something, her followers changed. It's just really interesting,
Wild.
like how silly that is, because it's not like,
They have a chance.
what is the chance
Yeah.
that like you random?
Have you seen Dumb and Dumber though?
That's true.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. Like user 105 is like, your boobs are hot. We're gonna get married. Nah, that's
You're
not
gonna
gonna
have my
happen.
baby. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely, and yeah, and especially I guess it goes both ways though. I was gonna say like maybe gender plays a role, but it goes both ways.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, look at Leonardo. No, I'm just kidding.
She's gonna get me.
I'm just kidding. Okay, what meme did you bring? What's your memeing today? What's my content? What's making you laugh today in your busyness?
Wow, I love TikTok. Honestly, I'm just like doom scrolling, and everything is like perfectly recommended to me. You know what I mean?
That AI knows you so well.
I no, that's terrible to say. Oh no, I'm very simple. I like really crazy cat videos,
Okay.
and it's just a lot of cringe.
I want to see it. Show
All
us.
right, let me see what's in my likes right now.
Hey, she's like, I actually saved these. I was ready.
Oh no, these.
I wish, like, for work, because I have to make social media type videos, I'm like, oh boy, I should be looking at how to make these, but I don't.
Right. You're just like, I'm enjoying this right now. Wow, there's just so.
Why do I have to watch it so studiously when I can just watch it for fun?
It's a coach in a basketball team just being angry, and they put like a red dress filter on him. It's just still stupid.
With some Lana Del Rey. That's wonderful.
You know, I'm a simple gal. I see it, I
perfect.
laugh.
No, I love that. And I always wonder, like, how are they superimposing that? Is that through TikTok? Because again, I don't use the interface too much, but right now, what's really big and really funny to me is like if there's like drama with famous TikTok people, and I just so happen to stumble on some TikTokers drama.
Like you're in the middle of it randomly.
Really randomly, because I'm never on there. And so I go in and I'm like, what is happening?
I'm in the triangle. I need to know.
Dude. And so basically it's like this girl, she's big, sexy energy, whatever. And then this other girl comes on, her thing, she has like nowhere near the same followers on TikTok. One girl's name is Amber. The other one, I don't remember.
Oh, she got names.
Oh, yeah, it's like a whole thing. And someone in the comment section goes, why are all these Ambers so problematic?
Wow. And you're just in the middle of it. You have no idea. You're just scrolling.
Literally just minding my own business. And then basically it's that feature where you can superimpose yourself, I sound so old, onto videos. And
It's so analog sounding.
I know.
Yeah, I am back in the 90s. We superimpose analog edit videos.
You mean green screen and my face
my
out.
gosh.
Anyway.
They call it CapCut now in TikTok, just so you know.
Thank you. See, I'm learning. Hey. And so this African-American guy, he's narrating the whole thing for you, which is wonderful because he's doing the research for you. He's pulling up receipts for you, and you're just enthralled.
Oh, I know you're saying where that's kind of like a news reporter, like TMZ, but like just
For TikTok.
everyday things.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's so juicy.
Juicy.
And honestly, I've been on TikTok where they find literal random people on the internet, not even famous, just like that girl got cheated on, and you just tune in, you know the whole story.
Ended up being a whole bully story.
Oh,
The girl who
snap.
has the fame in the TikTok, the girl with the fame in the TikTok ended up bullying the girl with the lesser followers
Oh no,
at 13 years old.
13?
Yeah. So they were pulling up, and these are young adults now.
Oh my gosh, it's so young.
And it gets worse. At some point, you find out the Amber girl ends up having like an OnlyFans with her mom, and then it's like it gets so wild. But this guy is narrating it the whole time, and it's so juicy.
It's just so good.
But it's like, like, wow, you can do all of that on TikTok.
There's just so
Amazing.
much. Like, I'll be like, okay, laughing about this red dress thing, juicy drama. Then it's like, oh, I need to cook. Oh, I need to work out. And then it's like, nice makeup. Oh, I love this song. You just like every personality
Yeah,
in
every
like
part
a
of
second.
yourself. of your pie.
It's like a soulmate. They just know you. We should get sponsored by TikTok based on this.
Yeah. I brought you one today. I brought you one that wasn't TikTok because I'm old. I'm still memeing, yo.
She's on Tumblr.
I'm on. Hey,
I use Pinterest.
You know what? This is how old and not old I am. I can't use Pinterest. It's so hard and complicated, and there's
interface.
Yeah, like when you go online, it's just there's too many windows. You start going down a tunnel of windows. Then there's several windows on one page. I cannot.
You're like cutting out magazine clippings and collaging still.
Isn't that what's hot right now? Aren't people doing those dream boards or whatever?
It's true. Everything back in the day is so
Coming
hot.
back.
Yo.
Did you notice my hair? Look.
She got the 90s braid. You know, the 2000s makeup. Oh my gosh, the low waisted like just skirts and shorts. It's just so fascinating.
It's so bad. Oh yeah, and even like the simple chic, right? Where you're like, I'm wearing denim and a white t-shirt and white sneakers.
Oh yeah.
That's so in.
Yeah, and the wide leg jeans. I don't really wear skinny jeans anymore, honestly.
Right, that's like a whole thing now. Yeah. And I'm over here like, damn it. The Kim Kardashian era is slowly fading away, and I have a problem with that. Not because of the plastic surgery part, but because like booties were really cool, you know what I mean? Like, and then like wearing tights, like, yeah, I can see your curves. And like, it's not even like the vanity of it all, like, look at my ass. It's more so like, I'm really short and I can't wear wide leg pants. I'll just look shorter.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know what's funny? Like, I don't have the goods back there. I am very like petite and long and lean.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing either. So it's just like so interesting how trends change. And I remember when I grew up, like my lips were like really big for the time. Like it was like thin lips were in.
Oh yeah, and now the thin eyebrow.
Yeah, now it's trending, I guess. So
do you have people ask you like, Dolly,
did you get lip fillers?
Are you going to get lip fillers?
I'm here to squash the rumors. It's all natural, baby.
All natural.
I woke up like this.
Oh, that's nice.
I did actually get that question a couple of times.
Did you?
They're like, have you ever got lip fillers? I'm like, check my baby photos.
check them. Look, I got it in my wallet.
That's hilarious.
No, dude. Yeah, they're looking. You know what? I'm like looking at your lips now. I'm very hyper focused.
There's cameras everywhere.
Stop it.
She's gonna zoom in.
Stop it. I am in the Spotify. Look, they're real. Hides it with the look. You can tell now. I don't think I could tell in the past, but now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I've never seen. Maybe that's the thing with me. Like I don't know if someone has had like work done.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obvious ones, but I don't know. Maybe I
think it's the lip because the lip has a natural way of like kind of swooping down and then getting the little edge and then coming down.
I love these tangents. They're so great.
But then when you get the fillers, you notice that like it loses that little sharp edge point. It's just bubbles. It just like bubbles.
I'm just thinking of like if there's no visual and they're just listening to this, like what?
People can use their imaginations.
I will look out for that.
Yeah, you can be like, oh, there's no sharp edge on that lip. It just bubbles like a bubble.
Okay. Bubbles.
Okay, but back to my meme.
That's right.
And my meme today, which actually I have two. I don't know why. I just saw these and I thought these are hilarious. And it's a picture of a raccoon, because raccoons are really hot right now. I mean, they've always kind of been hot, but people love raccoons. It's the thing. Pocahontas paved the way. And it says, a rabies scare in West Virginia turned out to be just raccoons drunk on crab apples. And someone at the bottom goes, hot girl summer!
Oh, gosh.
And I was like, that's hilarious to me.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, here's the next one. Freya, the walrus, is sinking boats in Norway and having a real hot girl summer.
I think I know where Jess's head is at right now.
I'm ready.
She's ready for summer.
I'm ready for summer. I did text the group earlier. I was like, guys, can we have a lip sync? I just want to party.
It's like so cold in LA. Like we need the sun.
Oh, it's so cold. And actually, my grandma's getting up there in age, and We'll come back. Trust me, we'll come back. I always come back. And my grandma's getting up there in age, and she's like, hey, I want to go to the San Diego Zoo. It's been a long time since, I don't know if she's ever been, but she just really wants to go. So I think because she's getting up there in age, we're like, whatever you want to do, Grammy, let's go, you know? And we call her Gigi, because my niece is about to have a baby. So that's, I don't know, like a bajillion generations of women there. Yeah. And so basically I go, hey, can we start planning when we're all going to take Gigi to the zoo? And they go, like in the summer? And I'm like in May? Maybe June? Like, not July. That's too hot.
Oh my gosh.
What I'm saying is we're all like, oh, it's so cold.
We're just ready.
I miss it. Give me my hot girl summer. But then as soon as it fucking gets here,
we're like, it's too hot.
I was like, there's boob sweat. Boob sweat.
I'm just going to let you all know, I'm itty bitty titty club. I don't get boob sweat.
Do you get pit sweat?
Yeah. Can't escape that.
Can't escape that.
You can't escape. We're you know. She got me there. She knows how to get you.
Like, ooh.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Are you a spray deodorant girl or like the roll-on?
I'm
neither.
I'm like the gel lady.
Ooh, gel.
The secret gel.
There's so many. Like there's powder.
There's powder.
I know the natural way. People be putting like lemons.
Lemons?
The acid like lightens your skin and it makes it smell good.
Wow. Is that bad for you? Or no?
You know.
I mean, we drink water with them.
Don't fact check me.
It hasn't caused cancer yet.
Longevity, we don't know. For the moment.
I'm gonna start. Shoot, I have literally right now a bag full of lemons in my car.
Okay. Wait, why?
My mom was like, send these to Josh. Do they need lemons? And then she just packed me with a bag of lemons.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade deodorant.
Hey. No, I do okay, TMI. I'm a lady that goes dancing sometimes. I'm a lady that...
I have no idea where you're going with this.
I'm a lady that goes to the gym. I'm a lady that, can walk up a stair and immediately feel a little fluttered, a little flustered. And what I'm saying is sometimes my sweat is intense. And so with that, I feel like I'm very self-conscious about my pits.
Oh, okay. I still didn't know where you were going with it. And I was like, I thought it was like, you're going sexual with it for some reason.
No.
Because you're like, when it's really hot and sweaty.
When it's really hot and sweaty.
I was like, oh.
On the dance floor.
And okay, girl.
And you're trying to be sexy with your man. Okay. But then your armpits start smelling because...
And you got stains.
And you get stains on your white blouse. It's really trendy right now. The white blouse.
Oh. Girl, that's another thing. I don't really sweat. This is like a weird...
She is so... #blessed. It's like those... it's like when you watch it. What was that? Mean Girls? No. White Chicks. When the girl is like, I'm just so fat. Look at me. I'm so... And so she's super skinny and we're all mad about it. Yeah. She's like, I just keep eating and I just don't gain weight. It's not fair.
You guys, I'm just like, everything's just going my way. Itty bitty titty club. No deodorant necessary. Lemons. Yeah. And I don't sweat.
Dude. God was like, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more on this one.
He did give me depression, though.
Oh. You're like, but what's on the inside?
Hold on. That's what really matters. Can't change that too quickly.
That's a lot of work.
And I wish I could dance. I really wish I knew how to dance.
I've seen you dance. You can dance.
Girl, that was like 10 seconds for TikTok. And by the way, that 10-second window of learning to dance took me 3 days.
No.
I couldn't. It's so different for my brain.
Is it? But that doesn't... Now I am flabbergasted because you do music, which is all counting, and all dance.
Is it counting?
Yeah,
it's not counting if you just go with the flow. No one knows.
It's all like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and 3
for
and
sure.
4.
It's just so I don't know. Dancers, there's like another thing going on. It's a million little steps.
I will say it. Yeah, I would say choreography. Like even when you go to the gym, sometimes I don't know. Are you a gym person? I don't know.
I'm trying to.
That's cool. Year. I mean, as long as I think the goal is to get up a flight of stairs and not be out of breath. Are you there?
Yes.
Damn.
But I can't get out of bed. for other reasons. So it's a give and take.
Give and take, give and take. Okay, well, you'll be able to get out of bed if you're working out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how that works. But there's certain motions that you do with the trainer, and
and you're just like,
right. He's like, bring these. He's like, yeah. One of them was, I remember being like, it's like a sandbag, and it has little handles, and so like he's like, all right, you're gonna do a squat, and then you're gonna flip it up, and then rise, and then pump up.
It's like too many steps.
And I'm like, hold on, that's like 8 different things.
It's like playing Dance Dance Revolution.
You're gonna do that 40 times now.
Ugh, trainers are the worst. They like really care about your body.
They really care.
And I just am like, I don't want to do this.
They care more than you.
For real, them planks, they know you're suffering.
Mm-hmm.
It's so awful. I love you, but I hate you so much.
I'm gonna see if maybe next month, for the month of April, I can get my trainer in, because he's like a little camera shy, but he's like one.
He's hot.
I mean, he's a good looking fella, but he's married, has kids.
I meant like.
Oh no, yeah, he's
jacked.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's married and has kids.
Yeah, no. I'm like, I'm not going there. I'm not. No. But I will say this: the man is a very plumpy, and every time we'd work out, I'd be like, Ty, like if there was ever a zombie apocalypse, I would just amputate one of your legs.
Wow,
because
that's nice.
I know, but I just gotta be honest. Like if it ever went there, those thighs are powerful. I feel like I'd gain superpowers after that.
It's probably delicious.
It's probably delicious.
Very good for your body. He probably eats like whey protein,
dude,
grass, all types of stuff.
I made a joke last time, like, oh yeah, like the grass from Jamba Juice, the one that they have right there. You just.
Oh yes. Have you ever had a wheat barley grass shot?
No.
It tastes exactly like grass, but it's a thing.
Where do you get that?
Just any juicer. They just juice like this grass looking thing, and it tastes like grass, but it's supposed to be good for you.
Oh, that reminds me of like what are those shots that people take all the time?
Yeah, no, there's so many of those, right? Like ginger shots.
Yeah, tastes like Dookie.
Yeah, it's pretty natural, all healthy. Yeah,
so good for you. Yes,
it sucks because I grew up with like a poor palate, and I'm sure many people can relate, where it's just like, I'm so used to junk food and like
a bag of
comfort.
Cheetos.
Oh my gosh, the chips. So I'm in California, I'm trying to be healthy, and like sometimes the healthy food just has no flavor.
Dude.
I'm not saying all. I need to find the right place, but it's because I'm so used to such salty, greasy food. So I'm working on that.
I will say this. There was a period of time where I went to India for work for 3 weeks. And before going down there, everyone's like, "Oh my God, Jess, you're gonna come back so thin because everything's either gonna make you sick or it's just gonna taste nasty and you're not gonna want to eat it." And these are people who've never been to India, so I'm like, fucking rude for one.
What? The food's amazing. Are you crazy?
I came back so fat.
It's so delicious.
It was incredible.
They clearly didn't leave their house.
It was wild, and so obviously like they don't eat meat out there. Like the cows are just hanging out, like on the streets. On the road, like, and people drive around them or walk around them, like, we're not disturbing the cows. And so, yeah, and they said, fuck the chickens, we don't care about those. But I will say this, like, there was so many vegan, vegetarian options out there that were so full of flavor, like color, texture. And I was like, bro, you're used to your soggy ass broccoli that you steam. Like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's one of my favorite spots out here in LA. It's called Indian Sweets and Spices. If you're from LA, it's a vegan Indian spot, and it's so good.
Where?
It's in Culver City, so check it out. It's a small little local chain.
Yum.
Yeah, but yeah, there's so many ways to eat healthy and eat good. I'm just learning to not be addicted to like the bad stuff.
Yeah, and it's not even like it's not even just you. You get. Me, I know this sounds weird, but our brains, because of the sugar, like you're always kind of battling.
You're addicted.
Yeah, and it's not even your fault. It's like it's not your fault.
This just turned into like a self-help health session. It's not your fault. You
like hot Cheetos on your mac and cheese.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, with everything bad, like whatever, like French fries, grease and stuff, you're like, okay, that's bad in my brain. And, you know, I'll read the ingredients for hot Cheetos and it says like color red. And I'm like, that's nothing. That's fine. And I don't even care. I'm like, French fries, no. Real potatoes, color red. I gotta have my Cheetos. It's so good. It's a nightmare.
Dude, I had some today. I had some today with my Jersey Mike sandwich for lunch.
Oh my. You are one of the few people that I know that loves Jersey Mike's. Dude, I love Jersey Mike's. That and Jimmy John's.
I have never had Jimmy John's.
I just love subs.
Yeah, like a good
sub. With chips. Girl, she's on my wavelength. I love it so much. My makeup artist gave me like a Jimmy John's gift card for my birthday.
That's so sweet.
She's just like, you always love eating subs. And I'm like,
you need your energy, girl, if you're going to be up there dancing and singing and shaking your booty. Like, all of that is calories you need to supplement.
Jersey Mike's.
With Jersey Mike's. Please sponsor me.
So many sponsors, opportunities. Come.
All right. This is a Gen Z meme. What does it mean? And so I've pulled something up here for you. And I look at these, and they're usually always the same. There's something about hate in them, like 8 out of 10 times. And so I don't know what this means. Maybe you know what this means. And so all it says is, boomer humor, I hate my wife. Millennial humor, I hate my life. Gen Z humor, y'all ever find a corner and just ning, 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 ning? And do you want to describe what you're seeing?
What? I understand it 100%.
Oh my God.
You know,
this is insane. For the last few weeks, all my guests have understood the Gen Z memes and have not all been Gen Z. I don't know what to make of this, or maybe I'm just not on media enough, but go ahead.
Yeah, you know, I hang out with quite a few Gen Z people, and I feel like I'm more Gen Z humor than millennial humor.
Fair.
But I don't really know where that's from. Maybe it's the internet side you're on. Because I was definitely on the like meme, deep cut Reddit, Tumblr, like forums. But I get it, you know? Boomers are like, millennials are like, you know, kind of lame. And then Gen Z's like, I'm just going to fuck it all up. Everything you think you know about language,
yeah,
not a thing. Y'all, slay, it's giving. All of it.
Oh my God. So yeah. I think that's how you say it. And
That's the only thing I don't know what that is.
But like basically this man's head is in a corner and he is like matrix floating.
Yeah.
It's like he's, just like we said, a plank miserably, but instead of having his arms.
Wow, see, you just brought in a millennial joke, like the planking. Mm-hmm. Wow.
But no, this is some guy on his head, and we don't even see his head. It's in a corner. It's like he's on timeout.
Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody wants to be a boomer because they don't really have much humor because they're fine. They got a house. They got everything.
Good.
Yeah.
We're good. It is funny, Josh and I say this like all the time. We go, we're watching Modern Family.
Oh my gosh, so good.
We're barely in season 4.
It's so funny.
Okay. And so then last night or 2 nights ago, we checked how much we had left because it's been a journey. We've been at like 2 episodes here and there.
How many seasons?
There's like 11 or something.
Oh my goodness.
It's so many.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah. And so I was like, it was like a respite situation for me. It was like, I just know we're always going to have this for a while. But I do remember a line from Manny's character telling Jay. And so Jay's best friend's going to move away, and Sofia Vergara's character and Manny, I forget the actor's name, but basically they're trying to make Jay feel, because, you know, he's older. He's a boomer. And so basically they're like, he's like, how is it that you're the greatest generation alive, yet you can't feel?
That's a deep cut.
That's a deep cut.
All right, well.
All right.
Let's bring in the boomer humors.
Yeah. I'd beg to say that, like, I think of where my grandma is today. Back to my grandma. And
hey, you did bring it back.
Her sense of humor is wild today. And I think as she's been getting older, the more YOLO she has been. And she's like, nah, you don't look good in that. Like, just so much blunt she's just honesty now.
I'm ready. I've seen my friends die. Mm-hmm. It's going to be fine. You're going to deal with it.
Yeah. Quit being a little biatch.
For real. Yeah.
All right. If we're thinking of an unanswerable question to bring in, Did I tell you that? Did I tell you to bring that? I think I did.
Oh, yes, you did. I know it.
What is your unanswerable question?
My unanswerable question is very existential.
It always is for some reason, and then I come in with some bullshit. But okay, go ahead.
I'm sure you get it all the time. What is the meaning of life?
It's pi.
Girl, I'm out of here.
It is 3.14.
Girl, do not bring in that math bullshit. I went to art school. Leave me alone. I didn't use any of it. I'm still here. I eat. I pay my bills. I live my life. Math did not do anything for me.
Look, I'm very upset too. I had to talk to payroll the other day because we had been phone tagging each other.
Annoying.
Right. And so basically he told me over the phone that they go over their tickets around pay period time and they go, hey, there's this ticket, like my ticket, because I had requested to talk to someone. And he's like, don't even worry about it. We're playing phone tag. And he called me the other day because you know how with iPhone you can silence certain times and you won't even get the phone call. So then I wake up around like 8 or 9. He's in New York time. So he's calling me
He already called you. Ugh.
And I'm knocked out. So the phone tag continues.
Oh my gosh.
If you've ever called me, I'm sorry. I can't help myself. Are you a Seinfeld person?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember when people would call George, that girl was trying to break up with him? And it's like, believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beat. I might be out, but...
She knows the whole song. It's amazing.
Okay. I did it, and that's my voicemail.
No, you did not.
I'm like, believe it or not, Jess isn't at home. Please leave a message at the beat. Anyway, and so...
Oh my gosh, I love that.
He calls me, he leaves me a voicemail. He's like, wow. He doesn't know me. He's like payroll.
And some people don't know that reference. So they're just like, what's going on
The
here?
last two people that have... Because people don't leave voicemails no more. They don't. They just hang up.
That is
or they
so
text
true.
you.
Unless they're like,
older.
The fraud
or businessy.
department. I don't know.
Yeah. Like, please click 1 because we have so-and-so hostage right now. And you're like,
right.
The IRS has my Tia hostage right now? Please.
Girl, get her out.
Gotta get her out. Let me wire you this money right now. Yeah. And he's like, I really loved your voicemail. He's like, actually, I might just call you back.
It's so good when you're on the same wavelength and someone who, in an age where voicemails aren't a thing anymore, spent the entire time listening to the end of your voicemail.
Yeah.
I used to have a voicemail. It was so bad. It was like, hello? Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You would.
And they would freaking go on for 2 minutes and then get so mad on my voicemail. They'd be like, you fucking hoe. I thought I was talking to you.
I love that. Back to payroll. So
she's so good. She brings it back to the tangent.
Basically, I go, I'm supposed to be making X amount a year. So how am I dividing X amount a year per paycheck? So technically my rate is this now, right? And then he goes, I can do the math for you. I'm like, great. Because I'm like, that's not my job. I'm making funny videos all day. I'm editing podcasts.
He could have scammed you, girl.
He could have, but he didn't.
Right.
He really was.
He's good at math.
Mm-hmm, he's great at math. So maybe I was scammed. Who knows? I was scammed. Anyway. Right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. And so then I told him over the phone, I was like, hey, I don't like that. Like, I went to college and I'm grateful I got to learn how to Photoshop. I got to learn how to make wooden pens. I learned how to screen print on a shirt.
Yeah, it's great. You know the word screen print also.
Right. But I never took classes on how to do my taxes.
Yeah, really important stuff.
How to navigate like a 401k.
Yeah.
How early or whatever. What the fuck?
Insurance.
Bank,
a check. Things like that.
Yeah. How to remember? Oh my God. Can you go back to the time when you were in your early 20s and you had to write a check? I mean, not anymore, but like definitely earlier in life. You're like, what's my routing number? What's my other number? How does everyone have that one same number together? Because you're all from the same fucking bank. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you guys.
I mean, I still, to this day, it's really bad, but I Google like to or from on the envelope. Oh, still. Yeah. And I always write handwritten letters and I still get that messed up. I mean, cursive is not even a thing anymore.
I know.
It's crazy.
You
don't know? Do you know cursive?
No, I know cursive. It's because I know cursive that I'm mad.
Got it.
How dare they?
It's a lost art. It's gone now.
How do you say existential? I said it.
Was that a trick question?
No, I think when I have to be purposeful with how I speak, I can get it out.
Got it.
Existential crisis.
It is weird. Like now that I'm thinking about it, existential crisis. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a lot of
and I have a lisp. It's not fun. Okay.
ASMR.
I do off camera because we took a break. Off camera, we were talking about how it's really cool to discover that you don't have to be stuck to a certain career, which they also did not teach us in school. In school, they were
That's
shoving.
what the tangent was. She's so good. I just did not remember what we were talking about.
At school, they would be like, you have to do this, and math is good for you. And now the math that they're teaching kids is completely different. So, like, if we were to have kids today, we'd be fucking useless to help them, and they'd have to go to a tutor. Also, yeah, like they made it seem like you got to pick out a college, you got to go to this college, you got to pick your career, and then like, bro, we are literally ebbing and flowing through life. We are consistently being molded and changed, or, by our surroundings, and like our palates, literally our physical like tongue palates change as we get older. So like, why did they teach us that we weren't allowed to change our minds later in life about what we wanted to do? Wild to me.
Right, like stick to your major, stick to the school. It's honestly a terrible path to think like that. I think just understanding that there can be flexibility, but also life is like that. Even like on the topic of dating and romantic relationships, like you're not even taught to know that like you will change. Mm-hmm. That's it. Like it's so simple. Like you are going to change. Your relationship will change with your friends. But I agree 100%. And, that's what kind of brought us onto this topic was just we changed careers before. Mm-hmm. And thankfully we did it now where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can. Mm-hmm. Because I know a lot of older people in my life where they're just like, I can't do that. I'm too old. And it's just not true. It's just not true. And, it's kind of sad to you hear them and they're just like, I really
kind of defeated.
Yeah, like this was my dream, but I stuck with the thing. And I don't think it has to be. Mm-mm. Or it can be a balance, like, of course, get your bills paid, but don't lose that little spark.
Yeah, of course. And I think there has to be, I said this at work the other day because I was like, there's a comedian that does that I am part of their podcasts. And I'm like, I'm always going to champion this comedian. And not that he really needs my help, but because my job is to amplify and help get his podcasts bigger than they are. Like, he always has someone championing him. But who's going to champion me? Mm-hmm. Right? And so I was like, and that's because my friend's like, how do you still have the energy to like do your podcast every single week outside of your job? Like, just super demanding and like that kind of stuff. And I'm like, because like, I'm always going to be working for someone else to an extent. Like, I have to have the energy to do something for me. Like, otherwise I'm doing myself a disservice. And, like, any dreams that I've ever had.
It's very profound to say that. And especially coming from, a minority background, immigrant family, they sacrifice so much of their lives to just make sure that you can be happy. Mm-hmm. And so I agree. The same thing, like, being an artist is really hard. There's days where it's uncertain. You're tired. You really don't want to do that edit. You don't want to do, like, the emails and the more, like tedious tasks.
Let me go have these coffees. Let me be on all the time. Let me be this person all the time.
And then you just remember, wow, what a blessing to just be able to have the time.
Right.
And, it's tiring, but the time to do what you love, mm-hmm. even during those hard times.
For sure.
So, yeah, it's a very profound thing to say. And, at the end of the day, too, like, if you love what you do, it makes sense why you'd keep working on it. Mm-hmm. I mean, you heard the quote, like, if you're doing what you love, it's not work. So I think once you find what that is, it really isn't, like, a challenge too much.
Right. I will say this. I woke up today. I finally, because I don't really get too many days off to just chill. Like, I don't really watch movies. And then yesterday, I was home And I don't know why. I was like, I've been wanting to watch Wakanda forever now.
Forever.
Yeah. And I, haven't been able to watch it, right? And so finally, I told my brother yesterday, pop it on in the morning, right? I had a very fine, because I had a Friday night, I worked up until like 10 all day, just working, right? So I was like, all right, I need
do this for yourself.
Right. So he pops it on, and 3 hours later, because I forget these movies are so long, I was like, oh my God, I'm still sitting here. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna like chill here all day. And it was great. It was like, I got to relax, right? I ended up watching Magic Mike XXL. That was really fun.
Wow.
It was a weird day for television, okay? For the movies.
Yeah, it's very widely different.
Because here you can. If you get it, the AMC people. Anyway.
If you know it, you know it. We'll talk about that one commercial with Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah.
Goodness She's with her pinstripe
that
suit.
Commercial.
Because here you can feel, and here heartbreak feels.
I should have brought that meme in to talk about.
Yeah, so good. AMC, on the whole other tangent, AMC is about to start charging people outside of just the general price for better seats. So if say the middle section is the more coveted seat.
It's going to be like Spirit Airlines over here?
Yes.
How awful. Dang, the peasants can't get anything.
Really though. Keeping us poor.
Man, that's a shame.
It's a shame.
Thankfully, the back seat's not that bad though. Like front seat is a little too front.
The front, that'd be hurting your neck.
Yeah.
And then you get it, and then because we're poor and we don't have health insurance sometimes, and then you're like, oh, I got a tweak in my neck and I can't even deal with it now.
Oh my gosh, are we doing the millennial joke thing?
Yeah, we are. Okay. Ooh, cringe. All that to say that I woke up today knowing I have to go to the gym. I'm gonna go do the podcast with Dolly. We're gonna watch The Last of Us tonight. I had to work on my notes for this. We reignited band practice, me and this guy who write music together. We haven't done it in a month, and we said today was the day. So we got together and did all that. And I woke up and I was like, fuck yeah, I get to do all that today. That's rad. Yeah.
That's amazing. And you always feel better doing it, like hanging out with your friends.
For sure.
Or watching that movie.
Yeah, Magic Mike XXL.
Yes, girl. Get it.
Yes. Actually, it was a really good movie, you guys. I'm just going to throw it out there. You should watch it.
Channing Tatum can dance.
Channing Tatum. Yeah, I haven't seen this third one that just came out like a week or two ago.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen it.
Me neither, but I hear it gets kind of weird and not in a good way. Like they weren't able to do what they did with part 2. But Channing Tatum's like, I can't do these movies anymore. They're just so physically demanding. I want to get to a place where, what if I'm called upon to be a backup dancer? I need to be fit enough to routine.
Always be ready.
Always be ready.
That's why she's going to the gym every morning, because you never know. I might need a backup dancer. She's talking about all these things I'm dancing that I don't know how to dance.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
So she's going to dance for me.
Okay, my existential unanswerable question is, and it's not actually existential, but I did have to make a dentist appointment recently, and it brought this up. Do dentists go to other dentists, or do they treat their own dental care problems?
Oh, that's good. Wow, you're good at this. But, they're so good at preventative measure.
So do they never go because they just know what to do? Are they flossing 3 times a day?
Because it's so good. They have great smiles.
Yeah. Or do they just go get fake teeth like all the famous people do?
I don't know. I have no idea. But, yeah, I would assume kind of like doctors that are a little bit more on the fit, healthy side, taking care of themselves.
Imagine you went to a doctor. Sorry, my brain's running wild. Imagine you went to a doctor, like your primary care, you haven't seen them, say 2 years, and you come back and they're just weren't very groomed, maybe some old sneakers with a hole in it, and you're like, I'm here for my pap smear.
Okay, well, why did you have to bring up the pap smear? Because, it doesn't matter their appearance, obviously.
Does it, though? Because you'd expect them to be...
if their nails and stuff is, digging around in your woo-woo.
In your woo-hoo.
That's kind of scary. That's, yeah.
Well, so you're going to be looking at the nail cuspits, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Let me look under them.
Actually, they have gloves. That's true. There's gloves. Okay, there's health procedures. No worries. Obviously... Hopefully.
But a tattoo artist tattoos themselves. So I'm just so curious. can a dentist go in and like numb a quadrant and like, I'm just going to do a little scraping?
Yeah, because it's kind of like that question of like, do you choose like the hairstylist in the room that has the great hair or like the not so great hair?
I realize that hairstylists usually don't look great
Because they're
hairstyling everybody else.
Because they're working hard, but if they got the good fashionable hair, they're usually too worried about their appearance.
They're like, oh, no, I can't get dirty.
So I don't know.
I'm sweating. I'm getting the armpit sweat right now, just working on your hair.
But you know, therapists have therapists. So dentists probably have
True.
their golden dentist person.
Oh man, now you're making me wonder other things. Like, if a therapist has to have a therapist, who's their therapist?
Does a trainer have their own gym
Trainer?
trainer?
Yeah.
Because they're training other people.
No.
There's a lot of layers to this question. This is the unanswerable question.
This is why it's unanswerable.
Chicken, egg? I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
What hot tea have you brought to Talks and Sips today?
The hot
tea.
Okay. My hot tea in the news, we heard that Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox are quits. What do you think, Jessica?
A publicity stunt?
What do you think?
Dun, dun, dun.
Apparently, she just squashed the beef this morning that there were no
third parties
involved.
Who
No
says
cheating
it like
scandal.
that?
That's a very legal way to say something. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on here? Is there a defamation court lawsuit from the guitarist? That's the tea towards Megan Fox for this suggestive. Do you think they'll be back together?
Damn, that's an ugly. Could it possibly be an uglier breakup than Amber Heard and Johnny Depp?
Oh.
Which, by the way, they went off and made a live movie about it, and it was terrible.
They made the movie already?
Someone already made the movie. And to make it worse, whoever played JD's character had never even seen the trial.
It's out? Uh-huh. Oh my, I am living under a rock. I didn't know it's what?
Well,
was it really Lifetime?
I think it was like in the style of Lifetime. Like Hallmark.
Oh,
no.
no
offense.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I haven't seen that. Wow, I'm getting behind the times. But do you think they'll be back together?
Them two?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes. I just feel like the most beautiful people on the planet are unfortunately some of the most insecure people on the planet. Megan Fox is a goddess. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's symmetrical in every way. And on top of everything, it was like, I still need fillers and I still need to get a smaller nose. And I still, like, proving to you that even someone who everyone, even women, heterosexual women esteem as very beautiful, like, can also not feel as beautiful as everyone else makes them to feel, if that makes sense. And so with that, I feel like MGK just gives me weird, like, I hate that I'm even going to put them in the same sentence, but like Marilyn Manson-y vibes as far as like being machismos.
What is that word?
Machismo, like in Latino culture, a machismo man is like the type of man that's like go get me my beer.
Like
serve me my
controlling?
food. Yeah, kind of like domineering.
Oh, interesting.
Just because they're men. Yeah, I feel like the long-winded small answer is that MGK, like, he feels like that energy. And so, like, she's so beautiful, but she's still so small compared to him that, I don't know, I feel like the fact that, didn't he give her that ring that pierces her skin all the time? Like,
there's a lot of interesting stories about them.
Right,
For sure,
like-
with like witchcraft and blood. And
right, like,
that.
why can't you just love her and adore her because you are in love with her? Like, why isn't that enough?
It's deep. In the bigger picture of this, we don't know these people.
We don't know this people.
I don't know. I don't even know his real name.
tea.
I don't. Is Megan Fox her real name? Are you gonna Google it right now?
We are. Okay.
So I can't say. I don't know if they'll get back together. She is beautiful.
Her name is Megan Denise Fox.
Dang, she won the lottery for everything. Beautiful, great name, smart, intelligent.
His name is Colson Baker.
Colson Baker. So I can't comment on it. I just have the tea.
I just brought the tea.
Yeah, and we'll see.
My hope is that she doesn't take him back. That she's like, I don't know, literally starts hanging out with Eminem just cause. Like,
Okay,
like nothing. Sexual.
Eminem was hot back in the day.
He's an old fella now.
Yeah, but
But
yeah, he was hot back in the day. That's all I'm gonna say.
oh, I mean,
I was just agreeing with
let's see.
myself.
Where? Let's see, Eminem. What you look like right now? Eminem.
I mean, Eminem looks the exact
today.
same, honestly. Just with like a beard.
Yeah, he's still mega fine, yo.
Get it, girl.
Oh my God. I hope she's like, I don't need you, Colson Baker. Throws a ring, does a whole thing, does a movie, has her like big comeback. You know how like it's her moment.
Oh my gosh, that's right. She acts.
Mm-hmm.
She's been out of the limelight with acting for a while.
Yeah.
Jennifer's Body was iconic.
Yeah, it was problematic, but it was iconic.
It was like iconic.
Iconically bad.
Visually. Yeah, what do they call them? Cult flicks? Cult.
Oh yeah. Like
cult
horror
flowering
cult movies. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and people still go out and watch them at the movie theater, like at the cemetery or whatever. I don't know. Do you know?
Hollywood Forever Cemetery?
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, I just went there a couple months ago.
What'd you watch?
It's wild. No, actually,
Oh, you just went to
just
go.
walked around.
Oh, you'd never been there before.
No, and I went to see like all the graves that were like completely like the oldest ones, which is like the 1800s.
Damn. Yeah, they've been there for a while.
It's just like really historical.
You see Chris Cornell?
I did.
Oh, question. Have you ever cried for a celeb when they've passed away?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. That's so vague.
That is so vague. There's so many.
It's okay. I'll say it.
Okay.
Mac Miller.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was really sad about that. I was like really into his new album. It was all about just really deep topics and his heartbreak. And I love his musicality, right? He does like really good piano and jazz. And then that happened. And I was just like, man, I wanted to meet you. Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
Dude, yeah, Mac Miller, the way we were talking about how Jennifer's Body is very cult-like a cult group, right? I feel that way about Mac Miller. Like, I can listen to his stuff, but I'm like, meh. But I have mad respect that the people that love him, like, really love him. Like, his fans are so, they're like country fans, if that makes sense.
It doesn't, but...
Country fans are, like, loyal AF.
Oh.
Like, that's why...
Holla at your girl.
Yeah, country fans don't play. Well, that was really, very, very juicy hot tea. Thanks for bringing it in, because I didn't... I know about it, but I don't know about it.
I don't really know much about it either, except on TikTok, like the narrative talking.
The people
thing.
Doing the thing
Yeah,
where they're in front
keep
of the
me
video.
up to date. And TikTok is so funny right now because they're so, like, detective. Like, they're so good at
They
it. Like,
want to know.
they're, like, zooming in and then, like, the pixelated pictures. It's amazing.
They're sharpening it on Photoshop.
For real. And it's, like, 4-year-olds. It's just, like, finding out, like, the secret meaning to life, per my question earlier. So maybe TikTokers will find the meaning of
will
life.
find the meaning. Yeah, they're going to zoom in on a Google aerial picture. You're going to, and there you go. It'll be there. And you'll know in probably a day or two, since your phone listens to you and it knows this is what you want to know. So
Yeah, we'll figure out if MGK will get back with Megan Fox.
I hope not.
We'll find out soon.
All right, guys. Well, that wraps our show for today. As we begin a really cool month of Women's Month. And, guys, today is National Peanut Butter Lover Day. It is also Baba Marta Day, whatever that means. Baby Sleep Day. So if you got a baby, make them go to sleep today. There's endometriosis. That's not how you say it. Is that how you say it? Endometriosis Awareness Day. You are now aware. It is Independence Movement Day. International Ideas Month.
Wow, there's so many holidays I've never heard of.
International Woman of Color Day. Hey, there is... What are these? National Black Woman in Jazz and Arts Day. Get it, ladies. National That's a good day.
Huh?
Exactly.
Wait, hold on. Re-say that just for me.
National That's a good day. National Horse Protection Day, National Fruit Compote Day, and National Hotel Slipper Day. And guess what? Yes! National March 1st Day. And that's all I care to read because apparently even Minnesota got a day.
Interesting.
No, we
Not Missouri, where I'm from.
Are you?
I'm from Missouri.
You're from... Well, how do you feel about people saying Missouri all the time?
Like misery?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I say it.
Oh.
It is a conflict when people say Missouri, though.
Missouri. Why is
Yeah.
that a bad thing?
No, it's more like it's Missouri. It's Missouri, Missouri.
Learn how to pronounce. Duh.
Not
It's time for our thank yous and goodbyes. So thank you to Sent to Destroy Studios with Chris Bonifate for letting me have my little podcast here, my non-spooky podcast here. Creative producer Joshua Taylor for helping out. Extra equipment, Ted Lee Jones. The reason you can see Dudley Avenue today is because of Ted Lee Jones. Visual graphics that you see online. Erica Yella, thank you, because you know I can't make them. And thank you, Dolly, for being a guest today.
Thanks for having me.
Yay,
What
appreciate
a fun
you.
day.
Yay. Also, tell the world what you were doing before this.
I was just on a photo shoot. And yeah, I'm a musician. If you want to learn more, you can find me anywhere at Dolly Avenue.
At Dolly Avenue. What is the craziest post you've had to do before?
Pose?
Yeah. Like
Oh man,
at a photo shoot.
I've been like upside down, doing weird yoga positions.
Are there any cool names for these things?
I think it's just get in that position. Have you ever seen a behind the scenes? It's like a photographer like under the trash can, and then the photo is like gorgeous. Yeah, mad respect.
Mad respect. And that's to show you guys that art can be made literally in any way. Like, it's all subjective. So there you go.
Exactly.
But thank you, listeners, for tuning in every single week. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, because that is what helps the show amplify, and we can't do it without you guys. Make sure to follow Dolly at
Everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify.
Perfection. Don't forget to follow Pod at Talks and Sips, TALKSNSIPS, and myself, J Fox, with 2 X's and 2 underscores. Feel free to write in at talksandsips@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I love learning about new stuff. If you want to see a new meme or TikTok or GIF or whatever, Tumblr thing, who cares? Pop it in and we'll kind of explore further. And lastly, don't forget to message the pod for hats, because, you know, you got to look good everywhere you go. You got to protect your hair and your skin. So we got swag that you can message us on the Instagram. And don't forget to become a patron if you want to support the show. All right, with that being said, I'm J Fox and you are...
I'm Dolly Avenue. Support!
Okay, bye.